the UCs have this really interesting kind of position post Prop 209, whereby the kinds of programs they could put in place to support the development of Black students have really been kind of hamstrung. And it's actually really related to the kinds of experiences that Dreamer students and students who are undocumented and students who have some kind of uneven status under DACA and DAPA have, right? I have a colleague at HBCU in North Carolina, and she says that she would love her students to be able to come here, her Latino students, her undocumented students, to be able to come here for graduate school because they don't have access to graduate programs in North Carolina. They just don't have access because of their documentation status, and between paying for out of pocket and being able to perhaps get access to the UC's commitment to students who are undocumented would be beneficial to them, right? And so this came up most recently because Jessica Millward is putting together a UC HBCU grant, and that's a wonderful partnership between great public and private institutions all over the country, HBCUs, and a really robust research university, public institution, the University of California. And as we were putting together the grant, I suggested that we include also some UCI Black students as well, because it would kind of root both groups of students in Black California in ways that they wouldn't be able to. And what's true is that we can't actually articulate Black students as a needy or a group that needs that access Prop 209, at least California Black students. And so we have to use some of the other undergraduate research opportunity programs to be able to put them together so that they can move forward. And the reason why, the logic for bringing them together is not just because they're all Black, right? Because obviously a whole bunch of the students coming from the HBCUs are Latino or South Asian or white. They're just all different kinds of students, right? But the logic is that it is normative for high achieving Black students in the HBCUs to go on to graduate and professional schools. It's not yet normative in the UCs for Black students to go on to graduate and professional school. And that's an issue.
Wow.
That's an issue. There are numbers of moving on, even on campuses like ours that have law schools and nursing schools and medical schools and schools of education. They're not able to access them. And so there's some kind of gap that's happening not just in what we do in African American studies, because we are all mentoring students, research, undergraduate research, independent research, any kind of research they want to do. If they want to do research while they study abroad, you know. So in terms of future kinds of things, I would like the department to be able to have more influence on the campus, to be able to really lead the other units on campus so that they can really work harder to advance the needs of African descent and Black students on this campus, to work harder for, to do more work, more heavy lifting.
For the ones that are already here.
For the ones that are already here, so that we can make sure that they can truly access the promise of the University of California, its mission of public higher education. I feel like every Black student, because the numbers are so small, on our UC campuses needs to go to somebody's graduate program and be fully funded, because the numbers are very small, and the kind of impact that it would have in terms of fixing our leaky pipeline in academia and the leaky pipeline in every profession. I'd like to be a change maker around that. I'd like our department to be a change maker around that.